Hey guys, welcome back. I'm finally working on my 19 whatever John Deere 400. So I got this from a buddy, and he said won't run, needs a starter. I was like, we'll see. Get it here, it needs a starter. So he was right. Well, good known fact about John Deere is the 400s right here, right there, is to do a starter on these. You have to pull the engine out because John Deere. Well, it's got not really all John Deere's fault. It's Kohler's fault too, because it's got a Kohler opposed. I believe it's 19 horse, something like that. Um, well, let's dig in. So, I did obviously do some troubleshooting on it. I stuck a battery in it, pulled off a few panels. Maybe I can beat on the starter. That didn't work. Obviously, it's super rusty. I'll get you down here where you can see it. Super rusty. I mean, there ain't much left to it, but it does have, swing you around, it's got a 3-point hitch, and if that works, that means I don't have to use my Polaris to move any of my trailers around. It's not going to move my big trailer, obviously, but to get a little small one in and out, well, I say small one's 14 foot, to get that one in and out, it's a pain with that because obviously you can't see nothing even though it's got mirrors on it. I want this one to be used as what it is. Obviously, I ain't got no mower deck on it, but it's hydraulic. I can get hydraulic lines made, any of that stuff. But I guess we're just gonna go ahead and get to it because it's gonna be so fun to do a whole starter on this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and spray down pretty much everything that we can touch with this. Hang on, what has to come off? All the bolts all go in from the inside because that's how I would design it. Sure, everything on this thing is going to be standard. And I don't have patience anymore. So wow, those didn't break. That's very surprising. Let's see right here. Oh, that one actually had a washer. Obviously, I'm going to put them all in the same pile. I mean, generally, I'll remember where they go. So I thought about putting those engines from Harbor Freight, not Vanguard. I think Honda owns Vanguard. Those Harbor Freight engines. They're not that expensive, and these I don't even know how. Really, if it's not locked up, I know that I can spin the engine over by the flywheel, but depending on if it's hard to get a carburetor, like the little cast aluminum intake manifold, it's very pitted. Like if trying to find gaskets or head gaskets, whatever, being in a post Kohler, if it gets that bad, I might look into doing that. But first, I want to try a starter because I'd like to just keep it original. Just I'm weird like that. But other than that, I mean, it's not very well designed per my liking, just because it's hard to work on. But we'll just kind of keep at it and see where we can go. Yeah. I'll grab my one socket that's got covered in grease. I wonder who did that. Me. This will get this hood to where I can get it off. I was kind of hoping to take this whole piece off, but how this comes off, and I am no professional. Now I'm gonna forget exactly where that ground wire goes to. Fun. Get it off of there. What was that, PTO? Maybe I will pull this hood all the way off. Might just be easier that way. Oh, lost the washer already. Get it in there. And for my next trick, I lost another washer. There we go. Yes. That's been on fire. I'm about to just debo that wire off of there. Puppies.
Oh, what do you want me to do for dinner, baby?
Oh, that was easy. What? Is your cotter pin from the dawn of time? Surely gonna come out of there. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Twist and bend. Twist. I got it. Yay. Wrong tool for the job, obviously. Darn it. Use our brain. Yes. I'll have to readjust this. I'll put it all back together. There we go. See? That's how we disassemble things. I don't see where this cable goes. Oh yeah, it goes to a big belt. 2 belts right here, I guess for hydraulic. See, everything spins over pretty good. Except for the severe. Oh boy. You have to, have to look at that. Get you down here where you can see. This is what I'm looking at right here. Got 2 belts on it. And I was like, oh, that rolls. Well, it's in really good condition. I'll try and get all this front stuff off. Pull these bolts out. Oh, good. It's got a good, nice rust hole right there. That way I can get rid of the dirt. Even have a hole in it. It's pretty good. Like brand new. And I didn't even put it in there. It's generally in the F position. The fun, full, whatever. So this might all come out as an assembly. I guess. So I start taking these bolts out. I know there's 2 on the back. What size are you? You this size? Ouch. Okay. Wrong way to do it? Yep. Okay. Oh, that's why that succeeds. I'm too lazy to go get my standard wrenches. So I'm just gonna fight with these metrics. That was not tight at all. There's a nut on the... of course there is. I brought a light. Yeah. Boy, getting that thing on is going to be a joy. You can see that or not. John Deere and their infamous not doing stuff right. You gotta bend and pry to get things out. Use my expert pry bar here. Kind of don't want to pry it. And I could bend it back. See, that was easy. At least we know where these go, or I'll just lose them. see, 5/8 and a 9/16 right here. Won't give you a lot of room in here either. Oh, there we go. Generally loosened. What are you? This little bugger right here was so tight for no reason. Cable runs through it. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't know why we had to do green candy cane for things to run. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's out of there. We are making headway. Air cleaner goes here, gets super heated air, so it runs horsepower. I don't know if I want to bother with this air cleaner yet. I did find a washout. There is a cooler, a hydraulic cooler here, and I don't even see, if I can get my light, where the lines go. I don't even see that. Oh, I can just take this off. Like a winder. With the longest winder bolt. You probably just weld those right there. Weld. Oh, I see. I see. Now that bolt is going to be ridiculous to even get to. These back ones back here, those are going to be terrible. I didn't exactly want to pull everything out of here. Guess I'm going to have to. I don't know about all the rustiness back here. Got a new coil in it. Pretty odd. See if I can sneak in here. I've just found Godzilla's. Hehe. Eviction notice, buddy. You're gonna go for a ride if I ever get this starter in. Blinded by the, yeah, anyways. Alright, it is the next day. Ended up working after it got dark and I got attacked by giant mosquitoes. But we're making progress. It's got some little called knickknacks to take off. Gotta get looks like it's got choke and throttle cable under this. See how much of a joy that's gonna be to get off. Ugh. Put that in my bolt pile. Make sure to take off this carburetor. It is pretty terrible. Get a screwdriver, flathead. Let's see if I can get some of this stuff off. That should not look like it's gonna be too bad. Oh, shoot, that's loose. There you go, there's that one. Take that one off. This one here with a giant throttle return spring. This thing work. Okay, well, that does stuff. Can I use the wrong tool for the job? No, I can't. Is that in there? Yes. How loose this stuff is, I'm just very surprised. Okay, alright, there's that one. Get in there. This one off. It just still amazes me how they designed this to be so difficult just for a simple starter. Maybe they thought, they won't keep them that long. Well, when people are poor, like your boy, this is what we buy: rusted out stuff and try and repurpose it. I don't feel like not convenient with those pliers. I know this had a little bit of fuel in it because I put it in there. Go ahead and just go that real quick. I'll clean that up when I put it back on there. That's pretty much everything. This ground will come with this. This might need to come off. I don't know if it's going to come out as just one unit. It looks that way. I hope this muffler's not clogged up. I mean, if it is, I guess we'll just have two flappers. We'll see though. We'll see. I got one line above this, so you might be able to get to it. I can see the other end of it. Where do you go? What do you do? Oh, it's steering. Well, that one I can take off right there. Be a little bit easier to pull off. Find my wrench. And I can always get these made at work. Wrong size. There we go. That took way too long. But we'll let this drain. We'll come back to it. Get this cooler pulled out. Get this cooler pulled out. That's very chintzy and very brittle. But then after that, we can probably try and pull this coupler off. Drive shaft in there. That's going to be pretty fun to do. I don't know if you can even see it from here. Yeah, get that coupler pulled off. Big old pry bar. 2 bolts and the engine should come out. Probably minus some other small stuff. But alright, we'll let this drain and we'll be back. Alright, it is actually a few days later. We got caught up with Thanksgiving and obviously trying to schedule YouTube stuff around that is kind of impossible. But we are back on getting the engine picked up in the John Deere 400. Obviously, I've got my little crane I put on in my last video. It's extended all the way out, so let's see how, it'll work. Let's see. But I want to make it a little fun. If I can get it running, and if the hydraulics work, I want to try and move my big camper right here. This one. It's not a camper, but we use it as a camper. We have Murphy beds in it. Me and my wife put them in there. But if we can get this working, that's what I want to try and do, just to kind of make it fun. But let's go ahead and see if we can get I've got all the engine bolts out, and I did leave the drive shaft in it just to try and save some time because I'm lazy. But I got my little crane out here, like I said, and we're gonna go ahead and get it picked up in the air. So I'm gonna use the correct strap for this, which is a ratchet strap. Still in the name. Well, how I did that. There we go. Sure. Make sure it won't slip. Nailed it. See, this is my biggest complaint, is the wires on the controller. It's kind of going. Oh yeah, okay, it's off of there. I just don't think it likes it being out this far. And it makes so many weird noises. Said it's for us 550. I know that engine don't weigh that much. Actually, it's got the whole front of the tractor up, so I wonder what it's caught on. I'm not sure. It might be this drive shaft, to be completely honest. Might have to knock that pin out and get the coupler off of it. Let me set this down. I mean, I can actually almost get to a starter like this. I'm gonna grab a pry bar and see if I can rotate it enough. It might give me enough room to get that starter out. What can we bend? I think it is that drive shaft. I can get the one bolt, then I can't get it out. Also want to try and find a body for one of these, because this one's just so rotted. I mean, I'll use it, I don't care. I'll put my foot up on the brake or whatever to ride it around. The belt. to this thing. If you see that starter in here now, and boy, they don't give you no room. Mostly because I didn't take this off. Oh, now. Oh, its whole thing is spinning. Try and shoot it off with an impact, maybe break it. Oh, there we go. I didn't even have to destroy it to get it apart. That's a win. Yeah, pull this giant cable out of here. Yeah, that's an aught. Not a washer. I don't even see where the other. Oh, it's in the stuff right there now. There's so much gunk. Which I get, just an old tractor. It's gonna have some. Some brake cleaned. I only see two. Might be one on the back side that I can't see. I don't know. Use a wrench to get that. Talking about 14. Oh boy. It's not in really good shape. Alright, so I did get this bolt loose. And it took some fighting. But, smashed hand and a lot of not so kind words to it. I did finally get it broke loose. Oh wait. There's one out there too. Way in the... I can't tell if there's another one in there. It's on the top or what. If you're wondering about my hieroglyphics on my arm, my daughter decided to try and paint me with a marker and then give me 2 F's. You can't tell because, well, she's 4. And she gave me 2 F's because I said no. Man, that thing will come out of there. Alright, now after fighting this top bolt for the last, what feels like to be an eternity, I did finally get the starter break free. And I think, yep, come right out. Oh. I might could get into it and see why it's locked up, but I went ahead and got a new one. I gotta remember the way it was clocked. Well, I don't know if I got the exact starter or not, but I'm gonna put it in here and see. That was round, but this one only shows 3 bolt holes on the back. It's got the same amount of teeth on it. Maybe, I mean, it could have been updated at some point. I'm not entirely too sure. Yes, no, maybe so. Shoot, I have to go this way. I know how I'm going to get half of these started because they are, I mean, they put them bolts in there. All right, that one did get started. So I'm going to pull this one, or bring the top of the starter in with this. And then I guess we'll just rinse and repeat. Remember, forget this. And put all the bolts in. Forget to put the belts on. They complain about the belts aren't on. You know, normal everyday man and lady stuff. Alright, so my phone died and I had to run to Walmart to try and get a battery for this thing. I got a 26R. I don't know if that's right or not, but I got the engine down in there. I've got the 4 mounting bolts that just have to be tightened up. I've got the pin back in the coupler, and I'm just starting to put it back together, so that way we can try and get it fired up before it gets too dark. I don't want to spend another day on it, but if we have to, ain't no big deal. We'll get to it, but yeah, we're just gonna try and hammer this thing out in reverse. I didn't even try. Did all this work. Guess I should put a battery in it. See if it'll even run. Or not run, but turn over. Red. Red. Ground. Somewhere grounded. Oh, right here. Alright. I know one of these, yeah, there's a switch down there. Oh, it flows fuel. Oh, really bad fuel. Well, here, let's hit the starter. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Get out of here, Ben. My battery in my way now. Good Lord, that fuel is bad. But the starter works. So I'm glad it worked out. Get you down in here where you can hang out. Alright, let's get... That fuel hose is so hard. Huh. I really need to put a fuel filter in it. Well, that seems like a job for next time. Man, that's really scrappy. Let's see. The fuel hose is just so hard. Ouch. Maybe this will get around it. I doubt it, but it might leak. But for testing purposes, it might be okay. Ugh. Alright, which one are you? What do you do? Choke. Anybody else pay attention to which one went where? Huh. I have forgotten already. After working on this for 3 or 4 days. Oh, right there. I see it. Okay. Yep, this one will go here. This one, I don't know why I'm having a brain fart where this actually goes. Ah, dang AC unit. Oh, right here. Okay. I see. Which I'm gonna have to like zip tie it up because when I unbolted it, the tabs broke off of it. You can see right here. They were just rivets and super loose. Loosen this thing up. Without destroying it. Okay, one more time. Alright, so if it leaks, I'll just tighten it down. I don't know where to set this light at. It's either aluminum or rusted. Here we'll do. All right, let's do this again. You are throttle. There we go. I don't know if you can even really see that. It's so dark. Back in here, back in your hole. All right, this one, back in your hole. Need these, this one. Sorry, I hit you there. Get this kind of set in there. Set. Perfect. Here, Skeeter. Set. All right. Will it? Choke. Throttle's all the way down. Will it run? So it has fuel. Maybe not. It does have a small fuel leak where I figured it would. But for now. I guess we can work on that in the morning. Because it is late. Late. Oh, it did fire. Oh boy. It runs. Look at that. I just don't think I'm getting any gas to it. Oh my god, look at that. Yes. That's awesome. Now I bet I'm leaking it everywhere because I haven't checked for... I know I'm getting fuel to it because it's dripping everywhere. That car might be clogged too. Hope you can see that. You're on a stand still. Yeah, you can see all that junk, and I'm gonna put a filter on this. We'll try to. But it runs. It runs. Don't judge me. Yeah, so I'll be back out here in the morning. My phone cut off there. I I'll be back in the morning. It's still pumping out a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna get the air cleaner on it. That way, if it rains, it's not gonna fill it completely up. I mean, that's a personal win. It does run, and I don't even see any leaks on the ground besides the fuel that is leaking. Like nothing hydraulic. I was wanting to try and see if anything worked. I still have to get the the hood on it and all that great stuff. I'm also gonna look for a cooler to see maybe if I can put it somewhere else, or yeah, it doesn't matter. But maybe just a replacement one that actually has the tabs on it. But I'll see you in the morning, and we'll get right to it. Good morning. I got up. Excuse me. I got up this morning and I said, I'm going to pull off that carburetor. I was like, I mean, it can't be that bad. What's bad? Shoo, buddy. I forgot we used mud as fuel. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Bruce! Gotta get all this out. So, I'm gonna go grab some brake clean and attempt this. And I don't have a kit, so I gotta try and save whatever I can. So yeah. So I ended up getting that carburetor all cleaned out. Let's put some fresh gas in it. I mean, I cleaned it out the best I could with no rebuild kit. But I'll put a gallon in it. Let's see. I mean, if it starts getting really bad again, I'll just use that fuel pump and just try and flush the tank out. It's got a plastic tank, so we'll just see. Try and dilute it as much as possible, make it as flammable as possible. I don't know how much this thing holds. I guess I can look it up. That's good. If you see it now. Yeah, you see the moisture in the cap. Now that's reading kind of still empty. But we'll see what it'll do with the carburetor cleaned out. Obviously, it ain't rebuild or nothing. I went ahead and did order one because the rebuild kit for it, for what I could find, was like $100, $110, and a carburetor was like $63. So I was like, well, I'll just get a new one. So I mean, if I can get it running and it'll run good, I'll keep it as a spare. But other than that, no. Let me get all the the choke and throttle back on, then we'll try and start it. Okay, let's get this back on. Let's try it, maybe with a choke. I mean, that's more better. Well, that ain't good. Oh, the throttle cable was touching. Now that almost caused a fire, I got it all kind of straightened up. Let's see if it'll do anything now. Full throttle. I mean, it doesn't run the best, but it does run. Got a little fuel leak on it. I still got to get done, but I think it's just a carburetor issue. I might could try and choke it some. Try and get it to. There we go. Little choke on it, and it, well. That's about half choke, and it kind of leveled out. So, I mean, it does run. Now I just got to put it back together and figure this out. Well, this. The hydraulics do work. Look at that. Ain't that something? I don't know if it drives or not. I could try and at least back it up. Run over everything. Oh, it's gotta be in range. It does move. The range. It does move. Pretty good too. Keep that in neutral. Well, I mean, that's a success, kind of. It does run. So, I'm gonna try and get the hood put back on real quick so it actually looks like a lawnmower. Well, old lawnmower, but like I said, when I get that new carburetor, I'm gonna throw it on just because. I mean, maybe it'll clear up once I run some good fuel through it and it gets a couple heat cycles. But other than that, I mean, I can deal with that. Everything, I drop everything. Everything falls. I didn't want to bore you with all the details of me trying to finagle all this stuff back together. But I'm just airing up a tire and she's back together with a whole bunch of missing hardware, because when it's yours, it doesn't really matter. So hopefully this thing will start back up for you, or for me, for us together, and it fits. Look at that. Not too bad, huh? For old rusty girl. I don't think I'm going to try and pick up the big trailer. If I had a ball, I would. I mean, I guess I could. I could try and latch it onto this. Here. I'll see what it'll do. Hello. Oh, yes. And it has power steering. No, no. Alright, a little bit of choke. I guess that does it. Forward. Forward. Well, kind of power steering. Have to move that. Hard one hand when it keeps sticking. Yes. Let's choke. I'm still having issues with this carburetor. I might have to do another video of trying to get the carburetor on and trying to pick up my big trailer. Then I'll get everything out of the way this time. But I think it's time to end this video. This one's taking me quite a while just because of Thanksgiving and, you know, little babies and other babies. Trying to do dad life. But thank you for watching The Real Cooter's Garage. I will see you next time. Peace. By the way, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Critique my videos as much as you possibly can, because obviously I need all the help I can get trying to start and stop, and my editing is not exactly the best, but I'm getting there. I feel a lot more comfortable at least talking to you guys on camera. My wife said in my first video, she said I just refuse to look into the camera. Well, now I do a lot better. But if you could like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Bye.